Hi, my name is Christopher Ramos. This is eJournal EDAD 768-A, Ethical Decision Making. At Temecula Preparatory School, our vision is a heritage of virtue, wisdom, and knowledge. Our TPS mission is Temecula Preparatory School inspires students to become virtuous citizens, critical thinkers, and lifelong learners through a classical education and university of human virtue. Our needs for this section is evidence-based and research-driven decision-making. Our second need is ethics, equity, and integrity. And our third need is our personal code of ethics. To begin, evidence-based and research-driven decision-making. Our decision-making is done using best practices. We do this because it is what is best for the students. We look at all of our decisions and we think, is this going to be best for our students? Is this the best practice? Is this going to make our students, better, through our vision and mission statement? We look at research. Does the research support our decision? We look at other successes and failures from other schools. We don't just jump to a decision. We definitely want to research it and make sure it is what's best for our students. We also want to make sure it's legal. Legally, are we going to have any repercussions? Some of our big decisions that we make, we might consult with our attorneys and our lawyers just to make sure that a program we want to implement or a practice we want to put in place is legal. And if there is any questions about it, we can kind of, talk it through with our attorneys and make sure that that we are hitting all the needs of our students. Ethics, equity, and integrity. One of our biggest areas that we had to really focus on was our safety plan. We had a lot of pushback from some of our safety plan implementations, such as the mask mandate. Some parents were like, well, what happens if we don't comply? Do we have to comply? Based on their beliefs, they don't want to wear a mask, or they don't feel like they need to be vaccinated if they want to come on campus. So we had a number of different beliefs based on just our safety plan, and a lot of which just stems from vaccination and having their children wear masks. We had to act on guidance from state based on their research, based on, what the data shows. And that's kind of what we told our parents and our families, regardless of what your beliefs are, we have to go what's based on the state research and what the state tells us to do. If not, we can be shut down, and we were very transparent on what could happen with noncompliance of our staff, noncompliance of our students. As a school of choice, we wanted to make sure the parents understood that their choices could influence, what happens to our school, and we don't want that to happen. We did also make sure that everybody has access to masks. We want to make it, equitable to make sure everybody was able to get the same needs. If they didn't have masks, we had masks available. If they were to wear a face shield, we made sure that a face shield was available in the event they couldn't wear a mask. So we want to make sure that everybody had access. And we're just consistent and transparent with our parents. It wasn't one parent got to do one thing, the other parent got to do something different. Everybody had to wear a mask. Everybody had to do what the safety plan outlined. And we let the parents know why. It wasn't just, we're not trying to hide anything. This is what we have to do for our school to remain open. Personally, I have my own code of ethics. I like to model ethical behavior. I make sure that I am, showing the students what it is to be a good citizen, a good, scholar. And, I'm always, being the best me I can be. I always use self-reflection after any situation. After I, make a phone call, after I discipline a student, anything I do, I always self-reflect to make sure, could I have done it better? What's something different I could do for next time? We also have universal consequences. We have a discipline matrix where based on what the discipline was, it's consistently done, it's consistently, put out there for the rest of the students that what one student does, the other student's going to be disciplined for it just the same. There's no, favoritism. It's based on our ed code, based on our discipline matrix. This is what is going to happen. We don't make an emotional decision. We don't make, a decision based on just our feelings that, we feel bad for the child. Yeah, we do feel bad, but our decision is still based on our matrix and our ed code. All students are treated fairly. If I am ever put in a position where I have to, handle a situation with a close family friend, or I feel my judgment, might be impaired based on a relationship I might have. Maybe it's a neighbor of mine. Maybe it's, my own son or daughter. I would ask another administrator to handle the issue. I wouldn't want to put myself in the middle of a sensitive issue that I might have some reason to have clouded judgment. Like I said, a neighbor, close family friend, or even one of my own children. To conclude, ethical decision making, I don't make it personal. We're consistent and fair across all students. And when needed, we ask for assistance. Even after I make a tough discipline decision, I might go over to my other, upper school dean or to the headmaster and say, here's what happened. Here's what I did. What do you think? And, it's great for me to kind of reflect back, look back and, on the decision I made and make sure it was the right one. Was it fair? Did it break any laws? And, are we being equitable? Is this happening to all of our students the same way? So we just want to make sure that we are, making good decisions, making fair decisions, being ethical and transparent with everything we do, showing everybody that we don't have anything to hide. And that's my e-journal for this one.